Interesting. Oh, hello. How are you doing? So, is it really possible to learn the piano without knowing how to read music sheets like the one I had? And how to do that if it's possible? We'll see that in this video. Hi, I'm Frank. Welcome to my channel where I help you to become a successful musician. So when I was young, child, I was a beginner at the piano. I was taking private lessons with a teacher. And I was spending a good part of each lesson by learning how to read music sheets. And I didn't like that at all. It was more a nightmare than anything else. And it was a bit ruining my experience as a piano beginner, even if I loved this instrument. So it's a bit a pity. And in the end, I was wondering if really it was necessary to go through these painful exercises of reading the notes on a music sheet, or could it be possible to learn without doing that? So the answer of this question is yes, it's possible. But there are a few limitations, and I will talk to you later about that. So first, how can you learn to play the piano without reading music? So there are mainly three ways, let's say, but the main component is to play and to learn how to play by ear. So you have to be able to recognize and to find out where to press, which key to press on your keyboard to find the right note that you just heard in the song you want to learn. So this requires some practice, a good musical ear, and it's a bit different for everyone. So that's the main aspect of learning without reading music, because then you have to rely mostly on your ear. But not only that, you can also use visual clues. For instance, the second way to learn how to play the piano without reading music is to choose an online piano method. And I've wrote a full article on that, and I review what I think are the best online piano lessons now, and I will put a link in the description. So for a few of them, they are very dedicated to help beginners to learn without reading any music sheet. And one of the technology they use is to detect the notes that you play, either with a microphone if you are using an acoustic piano, or through a MIDI connection to your computer if you are using digital piano or a keyboard. So I encourage you to check this article. And also, by the way, I recorded recently a video on Piano Marvel, which is one of these methods, where you really see directly if you play the right notes or not. So it's quite powerful. But in Piano Marvel, you also learn how to read music sheets at the same time. So, well, it's a bit both. The third way I'm thinking of how to learn how to play the piano without reading music is to ask a friend or a member of your family who already knows how to play the piano, so that he can or she can show you directly on the keyboard how to play, how to press the keys, which one to press, so it could show you how to play a chord, a scale. So that's another way. You have someone showing how to do that. But it's also what is done in all the piano lessons based on videos. And that's also what I will put on my YouTube channel and on my website, Guide2Music.com. So videos to help you to learn without reading music sheet if you don't want to learn that. So it's possible, and you know now a bit better how to do that. But I want to talk a bit more about why it can be beneficial to learn the piano like that. So first of all, you will train your ear, so you will become better musician, in my opinion. Maybe some people won't agree with that, but I'm quite convinced that if you play by ear, little by little, you will have a deeper understanding of music. I'm a bit surprised. Sometimes I see musicians with a high level of training, theoretical training, of they know how to read music much better than I do. But they don't seem to really get the music itself. It's a bit like they are playing by heart, but not with the heart, if it makes sense. And usually they are not really able to improvise. They're really stuck by playing what is written on a music sheet. So a benefit of learning like that, and that's what I did for the guitar, for instance. Even if I already knew how to read a music sheet, I've learned just by ear, and it was quite fine. So for the piano, I don't see why it's even, in a way, easier to learn the piano than the guitar. I can, at least in my experience, I can tell. So yes, you can. It's a good advantage. Also, you will have access to a lot of songs much faster, because a lot of songs are just based on a few chords. And I already wrote an article to teach you how to play the most common chords on my website. So you can check it out and learn the chords. And of course, I'm there to help you if you need, just ask me. So you will be able to play a lot of songs very fast, in a few days if you wish, just by learning the songs by chords. You don't need to read music sheet to do that. It's quite simple. Of course, there are also downsides of not being able of reading music. So the first one is that you have to train your ear. It takes some time. It might be difficult, but it's really worth. So I think anyway, even if you want to learn how to read music sheet, it's worth learning also to play by ear. Another thing is that it takes more time to learn a song. If it's a bit more complex song, because you will have to figure out by yourself all the notes, and this is quite long, and it requires also a lot of memory, which is good in a way, because you practice you train your memory, but it might be difficult for long piece of music. And also you have to get your hand on a recorded version of the song, and it's not always the case, so it's a bit limiting. The main downside is that you will be a bit limited to the song you can actually learn and play. So that's the benefits of being able to read music, and that's also why I recommend that, is that you have access to a very large library of songs, of piece of music. And also for more long and complex ones, it's almost mandatory. If you try, for instance, to learn by ear how to play a sonata by Beethoven, well, good luck with that, because they are quite long. I don't say that it's not possible. Probably it is, but I mean, yeah, if it takes you months and months to just figure out all the notes, whereas if you just take the music sheet of the same sonata, you might be able to play it in a few days if you have the technical level required. So yeah, maybe it's worth. It depends. If you are more into classical music, I think you should definitely learn how to read music. So yeah, my main message today was in this video was to tell you that yes, you can learn the piano without reading music, and especially if you mainly want to learn a few songs that are based on chords, like in pop music. You don't need to waste your time reading music sheet. It doesn't make any sense for me. So just learn the chords and practice, play along with the song, and you will be good. You don't need more than that. And but of course, if you want to play songs from classical music or jazz, might be a bit more tricky. But for any musician anyway, I really recommend that you do both. In fact, you learn how, at least the basics of reading music sheet, and I will do a video on that to help you learn the basics, but also to play by ear and to try to improvise. It will build up your musicality and it will make you a better musician. So that was that for this video. I hope that it was helpful and not too confusing. Don't hesitate to ask any question in the comments, and I will be happy to discuss that with you. I will leave you with that, and I see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.